So in triangle there is a angle, that's why we have defined. So when come to the point of triangle nothing but a, so commonly we can discuss, you know very well, three types of the triangle. As we said, trigon and a triangle, triangle. So that is we discussed. Triangle. We are discussing about what a triangle means. Triangle and about three angles. But here triangle is nothing but what happened? It's a figure. And it's a closed figure with the three sides. In simple definition, what we will give? Closed figure with the three sides. So means closed figure with the three sides, but here what happened? Three angles are there. So as we are using the term closed figure, the three angles should form. Automatically three angles should form. Means if you take a triangle like this, what happens here? Here it is a triangle. Let this is ABC. Here it formed three angles. Angle A, angle B, angle C. Three angles automatically. Suppose if you take three sides, so it does not mean to what is here? It does not mean triangle. Because of it's not the closed figure. So that is why how many angles are said to be formed? Only two angles. And that means from definition of a triangle, it is a closed figure with the three sides. We are closing. Means what here? As we are designing a figure, automatically it should produce the what is here? Three angles. Automatically it should produce the what here? Three angles. So that is why as you are drawing this figure, we have drawn this figure, what happened? Here we have the sides and angles. So students now see, here we have what here? Sides and angles. So, when sides is known, what about angle? When angle is known, what about the side? Because of, as we defined a triangle, as we drawn, we have the two parameters, that is sides and angles. So, in mathematics, what we should do? We can find angles or we can find sides also. Means, we are going to take the relation between, we are going to derive the relation between sides and angle. Means, suppose here it may give the different meaning. What is the relation it has? Means, we need to find angles when sides are known. Otherwise, when angle is known, find side, sides known, angles. This is only vice versa. Means at any cost, what is our aim? Measuring the triangle. Measuring the triangle, nothing but what is here? It's not straightly indicating about the sides or about the angles, about the triangle. So triangle is nothing but we need to discuss about sides and angles here. So sides is nothing but we can take direct measurement, but angle you can't, that's why we measure. So measuring of the side nothing but a line. Line nothing but we have a measure different. That is what is here. So we have in physics you studied, that is FPS system, CGS, MKS, SI system. And then we can measure in foot. We can measure in millimeter, centimeter, meter, kilometer, like that. For this side, commonly we have. But especially what we define as the definition involved with the angle, that's why we define angle, and as well as what is here, we measure the. So we did find, we have discussed about the what is here, system of measurements of the water angles also. And also we have a measurement of this is very clear. So now, what we are going to discuss is nothing but you might understand that about the relation between the sides and angle which is produced. So that regarding about what is a triangle only. Right. Now when you see this students, and we must know about the what is a triangle here. You must know about the triangle. Already we defined the triangle. So what types of the triangle will be? We have the three types. And mainly, so equilateral triangle students. Equilateral triangle. You can take number 2 isosceles, number 3 scalene. Otherwise you can take students right angle triangle, whatever it has. So equilateral, isosceles or scalene we need to discuss. So from this what we are going to explain for you, see now. If you take a equilateral triangle, suppose if you consider the equilateral triangle. means all angles are said to be equal. All angles are equal, that is A, B, C. You can take 60 degrees, 60 degrees, 60 degrees. And here all angles are known for us in simple way. When he has given an equilateral triangle means no need to find for the angle. And especially known each angle is 60 degrees. Here no need of any mathematics for us. So in case of students isosceles you can take. In case of isosceles triangle when you take in students here. Now what happens here? In this case two angles are known. Two angles are said to be equal. Two angles are equal. Two angles are equal, students. So third angle we can find. Third angle we can find equals to what here? 180 minus sum of the two angles. Sum of the known two angles. Here all angles are equals, all are known. Here isosceles means definitely you will give two angles for us. Those two angles are equal. So we need to find third angle, and if you want to know the angles of a triangle, so that is 180 degrees minus sum of the known two angles. And then by simple algebra, simple operation, simple arithmetic, we are finding third angle. Means simply you add those two angles and subtract from 180, you will get the third angle. This is in isosceles. When you come to this, friends, right angle triangle. Now subject will start, friends. Now we are entered what we require. So you can take this is a right angle triangle. So because of it should be perpendicular to produce. So right angle triangle 90 degrees A, B, C. Write it. Now one angle is 90 degrees means it is said to be the what? Right angle to triangle. Right angle means 90 degrees, friends. Another meaning you have to understand, that is right angle. Nothing but a 90 degrees. This is. So right angle to triangle means one angle is 90 degrees. So other two, what is sum of the three angles? 180 degrees. Sum of the three angles of a triangle is how much? 180 degrees. So here, sum of these two will be 90 degrees. Sum of these two will be 90. Means let this is theta, then automatically this becomes to what here? 90 minus theta. This is. If it is theta, friends, this becomes to 90 minus theta. So to observe clearly, we have written here, it is belongs to here, friends. So theta 90 minus theta. Right? Now, if you want to know these two angles, one angle is already known 90 degrees. If you want to know these two angles, first of all, we need to find any one of the unknown. Any one of the unknown from these two angles. That is why one is theta, another is 90 minus theta. So if you know theta, automatically you know very well about 90 minus theta. If theta is 30 degrees, let 90 minus 30 how much? 60. So 90, 30, 60. Like this we can write. And if you want to know about these two unknown angles, first of all, we need to find any one of these two unknown. So which we have taken theta as one unknown angle, then 90 minus theta is another. So now what happened? We need to find theta, right? So now carefully listen, everybody. So because of here only what are the subject is going to start. So we need to find theta. This is the essentiality of the trigonometry. So in algebra also we can connect for you. So we can give a simple example for you. X plus 5 equal to, if 10, here x equal we can write 10 minus 5 equal to 5. But if x plus y equals to 5, you will not give the exact value for x and y. It is not possible. Why? Because of when one unknown is there, it is possible to solve from one equation. That's what we have done. When two unknowns are there, we definitely require two relations or two equations. From one equation, we quantities. We can expect, but it is not a mathematics. It means different people can expect a different answer. Suppose if it is a positive integer other than non-negative integer, so no need to enter into the controversy because of a non-negative, positive. Non-negative nothing but a 0 also included students. Positive means we can take 1, 2, 3 like this. Non-negative. In polynomial definition also we can use this term. The variable should possess non-negative integer. Non-negative integer means 0 also included. So then we can take like this means 0 plus 5. See, 1 plus 4 we can write. So 2 plus 3 we can write. 3 plus 2 we can write. 4 plus 1 we can write. 5 plus 0. So these are the number of solutions. We have the 6 solutions. What these are? Non-negative integer solutions. Number of non-negative integer solution. And any person may give any answer. Because of whenever the value of x and y is not exactly, it is not possible to find. But if you give like this, we can say what a number of solutions we can say. But we can't say the exact value of x and y. But when question asks that what is the value of x and y, it is not possible to find the exact value of x and y from only one equation. Means if we want to find out the exact value of these two, we must require two equations. Right? Means suppose we will give one example. What is that? Suppose x plus y equal to 5. X minus y equal to some 3. Now it is possible to find. Add these two equations. So if we add what happened, y cancel. 2x equal 5 plus 3, 8. This gives rise to x equal to 8 by 2, that is the 4. X equal 4, substitute in any equation. In this or in this, you will get y. So from y, x plus y equal to 5 students. This gives rise to y equal to 5 minus 4 equal to how much? 1. From this what you got? We solved for x and y because of we have two equations. Then what you need to understand from this? When two unknowns are there in one equation, it is not possible to give the exact value for two unknowns. The same thing you can apply students. Here is also. It is from algebra. Like just why we have explained nothing but to understand clearly. So now we are rubbing 90 minus theta. So here is also two unknowns are there. If you know one unknown, means x plus y equal to 5. If you know y equal to 2, automatically x equal we can say 5 minus 2 is 3. And any one we should find. What we are going to find? Theta we are going to find. What is theta? Is the angle, right? So we are going to find the theta. That means angle. If you want to find the angle, what must we know? For that purpose, friends, we have defined very clearly about the angle. And if you want to produce angle, how many sides we require? Minimum 2 sides required. Not minimum, exactly 2 sides we require. So as 2 sides required to produce the angle, in the similar manner, that is when initially we said that this concept we are going to use in next one. Means if you want to know the value of theta, means what is theta? It is the angle. But how it is formed here? It has formed by what you are meeting two lines or intersecting two lines or starting from a point, whatever you can take. But how many sides we require? Definitely 2 sides required. So to find the angle, we require 2 sides. Now see, how many sides are there here? 3 sides we having. We having 3 sides. So from 3 sides, to find the angle, how many sides we require? 2 sides. So that you can write in the form of 3p2. So we can write these number of trigonometrical ratios. So why we require trigonometry? What is the trigonometrical function or what is the trigonometrical ratio? As we are entered into the subject here, how many trigonometrical ratios or functions we are going to write? Now that is we started. Means friends, here from this, what you must understand, you have seen in equilateral triangle, no need of any mathematics because of directly we know each angle is 60 degrees. In isosceles, by simple arithmetic algebra, we are coming out means what here? 180 minus sum of the two because of isosceles means 2 angles known for us. But in case of right angle triangle is nothing but only one angle is known. It is 90 degrees. But sum of the two will be what? 90 degrees. Sum of these two will be 90 degrees. As before we said, suppose friends, if you say x, if you say this is y angle, so x plus y equal to what is here? 90 degrees. So that is the reason. If we want to know these two unknowns, we need to find any one of these. So that is the theta we are going to find. So to find theta, what we require? Definitely 2 sides are equations. Definitely what? 2 sides are required. So from 2 sides we are going to write what we should take. So this application we will do for you now immediately. So before this, what we are going to take? So what is the theta? Why we require the ratios? Is the question. Now see, here we require 2 sides. To find theta, already you know we require 2 sides. But when 2 sides are taken, how you should take? How 2 sides should be taken? Means 2 sides are there. And then to find the theta, to find the angle, we require 2 sides. We require 2 sides. Okay? To find or to form also. Okay? You can take any other word. To form or to find. And after forming the angle, automatically we can find. That is means how to understand. Okay? Now we require 2 sides. So how we should take 2 sides? Means according to mathematics, we have the what are 4 operations. Addition is there, subtraction is there, multiplication is there, division is there. So which you can take is the question. So here to find out the angle strengths, we need to take ratios according to the water plane geometry. What we should take? We need to take the what is here? Ratios of the sides. We need to take the ratios of the sides. So to find out the theta, what we are doing? We are taking the ratio of 2 sides. Ratio of 2 sides. Now we are considering ratio of 2 sides. Ratio of 2 sides. That is the reason we are naming them, or we are saying them as what? Trigonometrical ratios. That is the reason what we are going to say? Trigonometrical ratios. Also we can name them as, we can also call them as trigonometric functions also. When we are defining functions, at that time we can take functions. Everywhere also we can use. There is no question at all. Trigonometrical function is only we are using as a trigonometrical ratio. Why means? To find the theta, we are taking the what here? Ratio of 2 sides. Okay? To find the theta, what we are going to do? We are taking the ratio of 2 sides. So the ratio of 2 sides, what is producing? The term is known as what here? Trigonometrical ratios. What is known as? Trigonometrical ratios. Right. So now we are going to discuss about the trigonometrical ratios. So now how many are there is the question. So number of trigonometrical ratios. Number of trigonometrical ratios means simply now only we say in a triangle we have three sides. So 90 degrees, let this is theta, it is a 90 minus theta, ABC. So from three sides of a triangle, if you want to find the angle, we must take the what friends here? Two sides we need to take. So from three sides of a triangle, taking two sides at a time. From three sides of a triangle, taking two sides at a time, we can write how many trigonometrical ratios? 3p2. And in 3p2 ways we can take. This is related to permutation. Like combination and permutation also we have the topic. In simple form, we will give a principle for that. So 3p2, number of trigonometrical ratios how many? 3p2. Means that is 3 factorial by 3 minus 2 factorial. That is equal to 3 factorial by 1 factorial. This is equals to 3 into 2 into 1 by 1 equal to 6. Here factorial is nothing but a, you can start from that and continue the multiplication till 1. You can take all consecutive numbers till 1. So the product of the consecutive numbers from that number to till 1 in simple form. That is a factorial. Now this is the NPR principle that we are giving. Means from n things, we are taking all things and arranging. Permutation is nothing but a systematic arrangement is known as permutation. Systematic arrangement. Suppose mass and physics. Mass physics, mass. It is known as a systematic arrangement. 1 comma 2. We can write 1 to 12, 2, 1, 21. So when you are arranging them, 1 to nothing but a, it is the value 12, 2, 1 nothing but a, its value is what is a 21. So systematic arrangement is known as permutation. So NPR equal to principle n factorial by n minus r factorial. This is. And in simple way we have given students. And to know how many trigonometrical ratios are there, nothing but a simple connection we have given. So 3p2 from three things. That means from three sides of a triangle, taking two sides at a time. Because of to find the angle, we require two sides. That is also there. So from Cartesian product of set theorem also we can show. But in simple way to understand. Now we are going to write what here? 6 trigonometrical ratios we are writing. So before writing 6 trigonometrical ratios, we are going to indicate the what is here name of the sides. Regarding the what is here the angle which we are going to find. Now, so you can consider a circle of radius r. So with respect to the coordinate system, so which can be divided by the what is your coordinate system x, y, x dash, y, o, y dash, x, o, x dash. We know very well on right side from the origin, we can indicate the what are positive values, on left side negative values, dash means. So above this positive, below this negative. Okay, now come to the conclusion about our part. Here you can take this is r because of circle when you define, it should have a radius. And according to the definition of circle students, and every time why should use like this? Because of once you listen the definition of the water circle. So locus of a point moving equidistant from a fixed point. Locus of a point moving equidistant from fixed point. And in definition there is a parameter. What is that fixed distance? The fixed distance is r. A point, the point is moving, that is p of x comma y. Why? Because of in coordinate system, because of it is a plane. Plane divided On plane we are indicating with respect to the coordinate system x dash and y dash. So plane is dividing with respect to this. Now as we said, positive, positive, negative, negative. Here in this coordinate system we can locate a point and it is related to what a coordinate geometry. So when we start coordinate geometry in that introduction also we taught that is. So means you can see in coordinate system what is there here? Coordinate means two axes are there. So a point we can represent by ordered pair. By ordered pair. What do you say here? Ordered pair. A point we can represent it by what students here? Ordered pair. A pair nothing but a 2 and with respect to the x and y, that is there. Already know very well on x-axis the x coordinate is nothing but a will be defined, y coordinate will be 0. On y coordinate, x coordinate will be 0, only y coordinate because of. Now you can see, and when we are discussing about that only strengths on the plane, only one can be able to discuss on that line. So other automatically it's not respective, so we can take as a 0. But as we are representing an ordered pair in coordinate system, definitely we need to represent. Now, from P, you can draw the perpendicular on x-axis to meet at point M. So perpendicular, what we have drawn? We drawn PM perpendicular to the x-axis. So this symbol shows what? Perpendicular. Now we drawn OP, which is making theta with the horizontal axis. Theta with the horizontal axis. Now this indication will take place here. Means it is the anti-clockwise. So measure on the angle, that what we need to know students here. In the anti-clockwise direction, it is known as a positive. In clockwise direction, the measure of the angle is negative. In anti-clockwise direction, the measure of the angle is positive. Clockwise direction, measure of the angle is negative. So that we can write in these points, measure of the angle, in anti-clockwise direction. Anti-clockwise direction is positive. How many see like this? This is the anti-clockwise direction. It is the anti-clockwise direction. So this is from above, anti-clockwise. Number 1 point. Number 2 point. Measure of the angle in clockwise is negative. Means like this. This is clockwise direction. So in which the clock already you can observe now it is moving. So the same thing you can take here anti-clockwise, clockwise. So here we are considering the water measure with respect to the water anti-clockwise direction. So now what happened? OPM is a right angled triangle. OPM is a right angled triangle. What we are going to discuss? We are going to discuss about theta. So about theta, now this is x dash you can take. So in right angle triangle, or you can write full plate 0. In right angle triangle, what is that? OPM. OPM angle MOP equals to, you can take as theta or POM like that, whatever it is. MOP you can take as what students here, theta you can consider. And about theta we are going to discuss. So always when you are using right angle triangle, you must indicate this is. Why? Because of about what? Here this is now, about this is now. Two cases are there now, theta and anti minus theta. So that is why definitely we need to indicate here. So theta, for theta students here. Now what happens for theta? PM equals to, so PM equals to y. PM equals to what is your y? How this is opposite to the theta. So this is opposite side. Opposite side to theta. Next, OM equals to x adjacent side to the theta. So next, OP equal to hypotenuse right, this is okay. These are the three sides. And in right angle triangle, from now onwards, when we are discussing about the trigonometrical ratios, you must remember this is. So PM equals to opposite side. This is. Why it is opposite side? P of x comma y, nothing but students. It is a y. Automatically it indicates x. P of x comma y. In ordered pair, x indicates the x coordinate, y indicates the y coordinate. So x, y, r. Now PM equal to y opposite side, OM equal to x adjacent side, OP equal to r. What is that? Hypotenuse. So these terms to remember. Now according to the ratio of sides, because of theta may be anywhere. Theta is nothing but to find the what we are doing here. We are going to find the theta. So to find the theta, what we require? Ratio of sides we require. So according to that, whatever the terms we are going to use, all come across from what here. So Greek words, and when they were familiar at that instance. So when our great mathematicians have done the work, at that time what they were used, they connected to the students. So and another phenomenon is also there commonly. So if you see the bow and arrow, so in Ramayana, Mahabharata, we are very familiar to that. So bow and arrow. So it will also show like the same thing. So that is also we can indicate for you students here. So like this. But at that time, so people were used to hunt the animal. So what are the terms commonly they used here? Simply are connected. So now we are going to enter into the what is here? Trigonometrical ratios. Now, number one, sin theta, its full name commonly theta, or sin of theta also we can spread sin of theta, because of sin is nothing but according to the ratios. Which ratios we are taking? We are using this term. That is why we can say sin of theta. Also simply sin theta we can write. In shortcut student, this we can written as sin theta. That is opposite side by hypotenuse equal to y by r. Number 2, cosine theta. So in short, cos theta, that is adjacent side by, we can take hypotenuse equal to x by r. Because of this definitely required, and while we are going to do the problems here, what is y, what is x, what is r, we must know. And about the trigonometrical ratio also, cos theta what indicates. So because of we are going to find the sides, means then x, y, r only we can play. And what trigonometrical ratio will possess the ratio of sides also we should know. So that is why, so all the students are informing that you better to learn. That is, you can take cosecant theta. Cosecant theta equals to hypotenuse by opposite side, that is equal to r by y. Cosecant shortcut, short form also you can write CSC theta common you can write students. Now number 4, secant theta we can write as secant theta, that is hypotenuse by adjacent side equal to r by x. Now fifth you can take tangent theta. In short form, that is the tan theta, that is opposite side by adjacent side. So y by x. Next to cotangent theta, sixth. Cot theta or cotangent, right? Okay, full form, no problem. It is the cot theta equal to V of x by y. So these are all 6 trigonometrical ratios. Means we use the all sides. But if you want to find out theta, we must know what are two sides. And how two sides will be known in terms of the ratio. That is why all these are known as trigonometrical ratios or trigonometrical functions. As we said before, how many trigonometrical ratios we can write? Or 6 trigonometrical ratios we can write. So these are about the what are trigonometrical ratios. From this, what are there? Theta is there and sides are there. So as before we said, we have a common relation. That when sides are given, we can find any trigonometrical ratio. Means all are interrelated with the what are three sides only. All are interrelated with the two, and if you want to write one trigonometrical ratio, we definitely require two sides. And the only another side is there. Automatically, it should be connected to the what are any one of the side of those two sides. So that is why here we can find the unknown side or unknown trigonometrical ratio, or when sides are given angle. Here three cases, friends. Number one, when two sides are given, we can find the value of what a trigonometrical ratio, and we can also find the what here the value of theta. That is our main angle. What is the quantity of theta? Value of theta. And when sides are given with respect to the trigonometrical ratios, we can also produce or find the value of theta. That is our aim. And third is what? If one trigonometrical ratio is known, we can find all other 5 trigonometrical ratios also. For that, we have two methods. One is by using Pythagoras theorem or by using identities. So now we are going to discuss about that.